Hey guys, how's it going? Hey Surya, I don't know if you guys heard that. That was my cat. He's not always too happy when I'm recording these things. And um, well, it's past his bedtime, so he's kind of upset. Anyway, I'm gonna do this recording. I think this is an important piece for my video collection because this one is going to be demonstrating the new direction I think I've taken as a chess player. Um, Time, it changes things, and I believe I've changed a bit as a chess player myself. And we're going to be looking at a few ideas I've had in the past. I've learned through playing with top players. Shout outs to Roadrunner, Tyler. He's helped me analyze online, playing with Soap and also with Jay and Jerry. These four players. Playing against really strong players, I've been forced again to consider my opening philosophy and what is best. So, first of all, we're going to be looking at this variation, the Icy Stone Kuchtimi defense. Of course, it's a very aggressive line, and this is the standard variation. Now, before I've said take the pawn, take the queen. This can be met with the queen over here. And I'm not going to go through the analysis, but it actually turns out to be a very equalish position. Green takes back, it's a check, reg takes, the rook takes, taking the knight is no better. While it is true blue cannot take the knight, blue can still move over here, and red might think there's an in-between move here, but there really isn't, because green can just push the pawn to attack the red queen. So, trying to take a more balanced approach, I found this pawn push is actually the next move here. And if queen goes over here, then knight will move out to attack. Well, not quite yet. That is an idea. You have to watch out for this. So first, you have to block off. Green blocks off. Red goes over here, threatening the mate. Block, then you move in to attack. And here, this should be a very strong, if not completely winning position. Of course, yes, you still have the check, but the knight here, it gives you the very least red can go in for this. So that's that variation. Blue cannot move there. The beauty of the queen right here is that it blocks off blue from going there. You move over here, you get you have to move the queen again, so it's a waste of the tempo. Moving over here, that's another option too to consider. But here you just attack the queen. And if you attack red's queen, you go over here, and again, you're looking at mate. Blue queen goes back. Might sound crazy, but actually you want to move the knight up now to prevent this. Sorry, the pawn up. So if you take, you go in for the check, check. And this is a tricky position, but in the end, although you lose a knight, this is entirely winning for red-yellow. So it's important to just consider these options because while you're not going for the real quick setup with the pawn push, what you're doing is you're establishing your dominance over the position. Uh, this is still a very strong position for red-yellow. So that's the next option, to move the queen up there. And that's not something I'm going to be going over in this video because that will be for a future video. I wanted to also get a chance to go over this variation, the classical variation. So here, red moves up. This is pretty standard stuff. And I think the most challenging variation is to move the queen here. Protects the pawn. And then green's going to go over there. This tries to strike at the heart of red and yellow's plan. Other options, besides the queen up or the pawn up and the knight up, those are the only two other tries. I think it's important to look at this one. Now, in the past video, I was thinking instead of knight up, move the queen over there. You can go for this, but this is actually refuted with accurate play from blue. So here you move the knight up. And to just go with the theory of how green blue developed here, move the queen up there attacking the rook. A lot of players might think you have to defend that rook. You don't. Let's move the bishop up. That rook is poison, and we'll find out why. So knight up is one variation. Here you don't want to open up the diagonal, so just move the knight up for something. If green takes, then you take, and blue has to prevent the mate. You could, I guess, go over there, then you take, but then you still have a check. And red either takes the queen or wins the bishop, either way you pick. So, yeah. What you have to do here is blue is you have to block that check. And here what you do is you pull off the Luke sack, forcing the king to go up, and you take, and now you're preparing this one. So here, I guess what you could do, yeah, I don't know, I guess you do that. And you could actually just take this right here, because if you take over there, queen over there is mate. Well, not quite mate. But yeah, this is a pretty winning position. So the rook here is poison. The other try besides the knight up, as you could say, okay, I'm going to move my queen over here to defend. And now what you do is red is now the queen is off that rank. You're actually going to move in for this one. So if blue decides to move over, that's just going to be mate. Well, not quite. Move over, take with check, green has to block, and then, yeah. See, I guess you could go, hold on. Sorry, my video seems to have cut off here. Yeah, so I had this analysis up, so I'm going to have to recalculate this one. I remember this being the move that I found. Because you're also looking at that. Yeah, that was it. So here, the threat is this one. Yeah, it's that one. So check, check. So blue does nothing. Check. Take a piece. Check. No, I guess you would. Hold on. Let's look at this one really fast. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm sorry, I messed up here. So let's say you move to the side. That's not it. What we're really looking at is we're looking at this one. Yeah, that's right. This is the variation that I found. So then we have this check. Then you take and you take over here, and now you have this. So that's that variation. That's right. Because blue goes off defending that, you immediately grab that space and you go in with the check. There we go. That's it. So I guess this here, instead of moving the king over there, is probably some other try that I'm missing. I guess that's also an option. Of course, here red can take. Hmm. Actually, you know what? No. Let's look at this one. Okay. Here you could block. Then after you take, defend the bishop. Okay, so move over there. If you don't block, I guess the other option is to take, but then that leads to mate. No, it doesn't lead to mate. Just hold on. Sorry guys, I don't actually know what I'm doing here. Let's see here. So we'll go with that road. The queen goes over here. Okay. So queen over there. Nope, that still checks. Let's see. Looking for a Hail Mary here. Okay. So, guess what we do here? So we go with that one. Green takes. Okay. So I guess we have. There we go. Okay. So I guess here. Move over now. Interesting. Okay, so again, it's a very tricky line to let the rook hang, but I really think this is the line. Guess here you could block the check. Um, no, because that leads to mate. Okay. Yeah, that's just losing. Alright. So yeah, I can't seem to find a defense for blue-green if green decides to take that rook. If you guys have any ideas, feel free to let me know. But of course, it could be just that you don't take the rook, that you just develop naturally here. So yeah, these are just some new thoughts, new directions in my opening theory, how I think everything can be improved upon. So again, if you think I missed anything, feel free to let me know. And I'll catch you next time. Peace out.